Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Sorry. Do it again. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. This is another one. Grinder 19 Saturday Family Talk. Open panel. Hashtag the truth 2025. Number one grinder. Hopefully that people could join the panel. I hope to wait for some more people to come through. I'm going to do God's willing sometime next week. Um, us as men, especially us as black men, there's no secret that I advocate for men. There's no secret about it. And I'm still going to advocate for men. So I'm going to do a special. And there's going to be people that think I'm going to bang on the men. Other men want to bang on men. Nah, it's going to be encouragement. You know, us men, we bang on each other so much that sometimes we forget about each other, each of our humanity. We're going to talk about that. I want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Us as men, especially as black, we need to take a good hard look. And go including me too. We need to take a good hard look of ourselves. Do we really understand what the next man going through? Do also we understand what our family members going through? It goes to me too. Everything goes to me too. But I'm gonna do a special. Us a man God's will next week. If it ain't next week, it'll be somewhere. Push for next week. There's still some more people still missing. Kareem, how you doing? If you want to come up, let me know. We still gotta do part two very soon. Please let me know. Please let me know. All right. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Thanks. But blessed to you and your family. You know, if you can hear me, press one. If you can hear me, press one. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. You know, still some of my people's missing around the country. Nobody feel like they want to talk about it. You know, we hear certain things. When my sister Kelly Price said about black women. People say you should talk about it. I don't talk about it. Sometimes there are certain things for us as men. Shout out to Brother this one. He made a good point. So sometimes we've been saying about a long time. Sometimes just let things go. Let the woman handle it. From that clause, men handle men, men deal with men, women deal with women. Then when it's time to, after that, the whole women hold men accountable, women hold men accountable. I'm from that cloth, and I'm gonna stay on that cloth. No? I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If I want to come up, You don't come up. No. Life is a battle. And you gotta withstand in the battle. When you do things the right way, all your obstacles is gonna be more. That's how life is. Sometimes life just change you of a certain way to operate, be more persistent, and be better. That's how things is. Good morning, sister Michelle tonight. Thanks for coming. And you have to understand that. No? And trust and believe. I'm not going to get it right all the time. Hey, Sister Mel, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Been showing up late. Thank you. Yeah, I know Mela for a minute. She been in this space and doing your thing. You know, keep on doing your thing, Sister Mela. And and I can tell you, like wherever I talked about, I back it up. And I know it's gonna be some people gonna say something negative about me, but I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't make a difference to me. No. And but I just know that our people is in a zombie um at times survival mode. It's dangerous. And sometimes we gotta pay attention to it. There's a link right there. Please come up. Talk about whatever. No. We even see even in the space. Sister Mello know what I'm talking. Brother 78 Sports. Good morning, sir. If you want to come up, please do. That's shout out to Brother 78 Sports TV. He the one started LDBC. That says Lions Den boxing community, also basketball community. We not just talk about sports, we serve our community. So shout out to Brother 78 Sports. You will see part two, you know, very soon. And you know, the LDBC, let me say that LDBC was going through a lot years ago. A lot of racists was coming through, you know, trying to dismantle the LDBC because our people, we want to talk about our sport. We want to talk about our news. We want to talk to our community. And not just the community, but this globally. And there was some pushback about it. So I was like I said, I was like there was started, but I was there with the fight with our brothers and sisters. And it's still going on today. And I want to thank Brother 78 Sports. He was keep on, you know, accept me in the WBC because you know, and I appreciate that, you know. So I salute to the brother. And so for me, I'm in for the fight. You know what I'm saying? It goes with black, any man, any woman. I'm here for the fight. The fight was right. Let's bring it on. I don't care. Because you got to take me out. You got to take man or woman. You got to take me out. You got to take me out. Forget all that. And we got to have that mindset. You know, with fellowship with each other and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Always be some negative people always say something because especially outside the people we form and we want to do better, you know. And you always got some negativity going. Brother Clarence McClain was talking about. Shout out to Brother Clarence McClain. Better on No Duck Zone podcast. Family. Shout out to my family, the Underrated One family. Shout out to y'all. I'm tired for the nonsense. No. So I have a right to fight back. That's the cloth I come from. So Hit that link. You want to come up? Okay. Cool, cool. I got you, brother 7-8. I'll reach out to you later. Care about that. You know what I mean? Because people, let me tell you, there are some people know me throughout the years. You know, you got Michelle the Night, Sister Michelle the Night, 7-8 Sports TV. They know me forget. I bring it. You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes like everybody else. I make mistakes like everybody else. I bring it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Stop playing. I keep on telling people, stop playing with me. Outside of space, inside of space. Stop playing with me. Don't play. Stop playing with me. Because you ain't going to win. You probably get abused up it, but you're not going to win. You probably abuse me up a little bit, but you're not going to win. You're not. Because I know what I stand for. I know what I stand for. There's many times I have to walk away from situations. There's certain times you can't. As a man, sometimes you can't. You got to handle your business. And believe me, throughout the years, I have to handle my business. I'm not going to get into it. And when I say I have to handle my business, I have to handle my business. But certain time I have to walk away. I said, man, I have to mess up this and that and everything. Come on, man, you know? Oh, it's a coward thing. People talk to you and you ain't want that. All right, whatever, you know what I mean? I just want to get that out. You know what I mean? I just want to get that out. You know? That's how I told people, come up. You got some men. When you know supposed to be men, you're supposed to be in the men's men's spots, men's spaces, but we want women approval. I understand it. You got women, want women's space, what men's approval. I don't think, hey, I mean, we could function sometimes, yeah. Come on, man. Nah, man. That's what I always say. As I keep on saying, there are in this space. There are some good women in this space, and also there's some good men in this space. But these are the ones, including myself, not being respected, not being respected at all. If they could talk to you and say anything they want to do, what are you talking about? Don't know what the next person is all about. Come see me. I ain't. Let me see, brother. 7-8 Sports. Anybody can tell you, man. Listen, my family is big. The underrated one family. I got family all over. You hear what I'm saying? I got family. My family is big. Okay. I'm talking about the right one. And me and 7-8 Sports, we're gonna talk about it. Yo, come see me. All right. You want that work? I give you that work. Man, I don't want it. I give you that work. So, this is that happening? No, I mean, sometimes they'll take a look at ourselves. Sometimes we want to take a look at ourselves in the mirror, but I don't like the mirror. No, take real good look at it. You know that. Yeah, and especially our people, we got bullies, and our people, they want to bully other people. Yeah, man, you know that. That's why, it's so important that when people come from oppressed, like I said, an oppressed system, come from neighborhoods that people say that you never amount to something, and they end up being amount to something, right? Now people hating on that. oh, he and she, you know, they know why they, yeah, because they learn from their mistakes or whatever it is, and then they come back and bring something back community and stuff. There's something wrong with that. So these are some of the people saying, we say, nah, we ain't helping you. Because you don't appreciate my growth. You don't appreciate know what I bring to the table. Why I should? Because don't do it, you're gonna destroy it. Then you got some say, oh, grind. I'm gonna use myself, grind. You should say, man, I'm saying what I say. I help you, you're gonna destroy. Other people, people helping, give you opportunities. Listen, I give you the game, I can show you, but you got to do it for yourself. Don't worry, wherever it is, They end up destroying them. And I ain't got nothing to say to you. Man or woman, you on your own with that. You on your own with that. I had to understand it throughout the years, the hard way. The hard way. Our own people said on me. You understand the system, the rest of the races. I know how they feel about us and everything. I understand that. Trust and believe. I understand that. But our own people. Nah, man. Yeah, you on your own. Our own people. Nah. Good. Good. You on your own with that. Y'all want to destroy yourself. Y'all stay in that corner over there. Stay in that corner. I want y'all to speak on it in the chat. Speak on it in the chat. Everybody take it as a game. There ain't no game out here, man. I want to be entertained too. No doubt about that. I want to get a laugh in. Sometimes you need a laugh. Sometimes, man. So wherever you hear anything that is uplifting, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Throughout the years, the stuff I go through and stuff, man, sometimes I be in the house crying in tears as a man, crying, mad. But I wipe my tears, yo, sit, grind, you gotta push on. And then my underrated one family throughout the years, thanks for holding me down. Y'all know who you are. Ones here and the ones listening right now, y'all know who you are. Thanks for holding me down. Thanks for giving me that encouragement. It means a whole lot to me throughout the years, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Question me. Don't question me, man. Tell you. Question my commitment. Don't question myself commitment to myself. No. Football season's around the corner. The Jets playing Pittsburgh tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I can get it on. Okay, well, I should get it. I think that's nationally. I think I'm not sure. I gotta check it. I'm in Virginia. Virginia is funny that way. You know what I mean? Yo, what's going on, Coach? Listening that word? Okay, hold on, Coach. Yeah, that's Coach right there. He part of Honorary One Family. You know what I mean? I gotta add you as a mod. They took you out. All right, Coach. I'm gonna reach out to you, Coach. Thank you. That's another one. They might want to listen to that. That's what I'm saying, man. They get DC. They go to show you that God works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? Like 7 8 Sports TV, got CS Comeback. They know what I'm talking about. Brothers. They got some sisters here too. I put in that work. Trying to play you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Used to be, yeah, I know. I wanted to bring it back, coach, but they're not ready for that, coach. Coach, they're not ready for that. They're not ready for that. And he could tell you the dinners that he was around, that came out my pocket. And even little people said it went right back to the channel. We find solutions. We had fun. We cried all of that. He was part of that. He, matter of fact, Coach and 7 they were part when I first started years ago. They're part of that group. And Sister Michelle Knight and others. I put in that work. Go. That's what I told people. Don't go through my channel 2 3 years. Go through my channel. I put that work in. And trust me, when I had them Sunday dinners like the coach was talking about, that helped me a lot too. Make my own drinks. You remember, coach, make my own drink, my own food. I'm saying it's been once or twice. I probably had some food come outside, but most of the time I cook my own food. We eat. We sit at the table. We discuss certain things, have fun, and all that. Those were some good times too, because at some of those times I wasn't feeling right, and so coach and others come to the channel and everything. It makes me feel good and everything. Right, I used to have desserts and all that. Make my own desserts, my own drinks, Find out solutions. There are some that still stick with me, like Sister Michelle Knight, Brother 7 8 Sports TV, and CH Brother Coach right there. Some of them have faded, and some of them are still around. They still cool, but some have faded away. There are some that right now have a channel because they come through this channel, come through us under really one family. Don't want to give us no credit, right? But you got channels, you got I fool with you, I mess with you, but all of a sudden you act like you don't know us, right? All right, it's cool. Hold on, family, man. All this noise. It's for y'all, man. Lack of supervision. That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, let them do what they want to do, man. All right, man. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic for you seconds. Hold on. Got your 7 8 sports. No, I know. Don't worry. I got you, coach. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna tell you, lack of supervision. I just talked about a few minutes ago, coach. And y'all, check this out. Y'all can hear me press one. I got to say this, yo. If y'all can hear me, press 1. I gotta say this, yo. This is crazy. But check it out though, right? It was this young boy knock on my door. Knock on my door just now, just a few seconds ago. Asked that I'm doing if I do a wheelie like on his bike, give him $1. Why you knocking on my door, do a wheelie for $1? Where the parents at? I said no. No. Doing a wheelie on his bike. We do a wheelie, can you give me $1? No. You don't want me like that. Where the parents at? Where the legal guardian? Where the adults at? But these are people that you don't protect our community. I protect the community. Crazy. No supervision of nothing. No direction of nothing. But some people, hey, you need to protect the community. You don't do this. Can I do if I do what? Will you give me $1? No. Oh no. Where the adults at? Huh? Where the adults at? Where the adults at? Where the adults is at? Wherever we used to play, no matter what, our parents make sure we have money. Even when we don't have money, sometimes they will we go in the White Castle and stuff, and stuff. I said, okay. And then you get money. I said, you get to this person, that person, they the one that get. But you don't get the money to everybody. But I remember when I got older, they know I was playing ball. They used to always have listen, it ain't that much, but you used to get, but it helped a lot. So I don't have to worry about asking anybody else for money. And I'm trying to give enough. So I had best friends play ball too. We used to put our money together and get us some food. Well, it's crazy to me. Sports ain't good in the community because they just want to play ball. They just want to do boxing and all that. They keep our kids off the streets, right? They learn discipline, right? They learn direction, right? They learn to work at being a family, right? Huh. No one grinding. The rest of us don't know what we're talking about, right? It's cool. I don't care. No. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense that some of us and people still acting this way. It don't. Like brother 7A Sports TV. He's a busy man. He had on LDBC, like I said before. But you know, he had other ventures to take care of business and look this for that. But he took time out. Because I know he's a busy man. And when he do part one, I said, I know you're busy. Man, you my brother. What are you talking about, man? Let's do part one. Just like that, a few years ago. Just like that. Just like that. I'm trying to get Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV. I know he promised me, but I know he's busy. So hopefully one day in the near future I get Ticket TV. That's gonna be epic. Shout out to Brother Ticket TV. Shout out to you. Keep on doing the fine work. See, I got other men and women. They vouch for me what I do. Cause I'm consistent. I ain't consistent now that I was before, but you know, I'm getting back into it. It's gonna take me a little time, but I'll get back into it. But it takes time, y'all. It takes time to build yourself. It takes time to build your brand. Sometimes it takes, more than others, more time than others. Just keep what I keep at it. You know, like the old people said. Hey, you won't get it. I know that door keep on closing. You gonna get it. You gonna get in one way or the other. When you get inside, make it happen. That's what old people say. Some of us, I know y'all know some. They want the process just to happen, just to happen. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't make no sense. It really don't. It doesn't make no sense to me how people act. It don't. It don't. It don't make no sense to me. I said sometimes people does change for the better. They do. There's some people change for the better, and there are some they fail to understand it. It's cool. Thank you. You know how many people throughout the years have to cut off? All right. Oh, it's a grind this way. No. No, you effed up. Man, when effed up. And trust and believe. When you stand up being when you stand up being a good individual, people see that. People does see that. So don't let other people tell, oh, you ain't this, you ain't that, and this and that. People see you good. You be smart. Hey, why not get that? Hey, sometimes you got to give yourself some credit. Hey, you a good person. You trying, right? You're all the blessings from God and everything. Man, I ain't know. I ain't know. I ain't know. You know. And sometimes some of the blessings that you really need at the time. Yeah. So long to you. It's good. I ain't see you in a while. So long to you. How you feel? You don't get it, man. Man, listen. Again, I'm not trying to say that I know everything. Of course, I'm not. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm here, bro. Thanks for asking. Thank you very much. Miss your presence. Miss your presence. There's a link. People don't want to come up. Y'all come up. Appreciate that. Much blessings to you and your family. Hey, Alex, what's up? Michigan in the house, man. I told you my family big. LDBC fam right there. My family big. I was around to tell you, he part of underrated one family. Michigan in the house, man. Shout out to Michigan, man. He tell you my family big. You know what I'm saying? If there's any way I can go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I try to be standard the best way I can. You know what I mean? But I ought to let people know, don't get it twisted like, oh yeah, I could approach underrated one on one. Nah, I'm talking about the ones they think you're trying to bring it. Hey, nah, ain't happening like that now. Ain't sweet over here. Nah, I can go anywhere I want. Salute to you, brother. Everybody in the chat. College football around the corner too. And let me tell you, I remember it was one time, it's like years. Oh, this was years ago. Right? I was playing the video game in college. I think NCAA football. I forgot what it was, right? So I picked a non-conference, you know, team. 12 games, right? And I was like, really, I was very upset. I was mad at something. But I got the game. I never really opened it. So I opened it. I said, which team I'm going to play against when win the national champs? I didn't want to run no good team. You know, I picked like some non-conference. I think I picked Tulsa. Did I pick Tulsa? No, I picked Tulane. That's in Louisiana. There was none. I took them all day. I didn't. No. I'm lying. Hold on. I paused the game because I didn't know how to save it at the time. But I paused the game, got me some food from outside, came back, and because I started like 7 o'clock in the morning, I went out maybe 10, 11, got by a little like 12 o'clock. Just got me some food, come back, right? Let's see. Later too, man. Thank you. Yo, come back. Keep on coming back, all right? Matter of fact, I want to reach out to you. Here's my email, right? Brother, take this down, all right? I want to reach out to you. All right? Take my email down, all right? And let me know. And email me, let me know it's you, all right? You stay in good health too. Reach out to me. So I came back and I remember, I think at the time Alabama was being laid, but I played against Alabama. And I said Alabama scored like first 2 touchdowns. I said, dang, how I'm gonna do it? I said, okay. Yeah. Reach out, hit me up with an email right now so I can plug in. All right, bro? So get back to the story. I said, dang. So I was thinking, I said, oh my God, what am I gonna do here right now? So I did like this. So I said, I did some formations. I figured it out. I said, okay, cool. I gotta fix the formation a little bit. So, when I played the other teams, I ain't had to switch it. I ain't had to switch it up. But I said, why I switch it against Alabama? I should just play. So I had a 3-4. So I went to 4-3. So I was doing like 4-3 nickel and dime. Different formations, mixing it up a little bit, And then I was mixing it up, and I beating them. See, they scored 14. And we ended up beating them like 70 to 70 because they scored the first 2 touchdowns. I said first 2. We did 70 to 14. Most of them was a run. Most of them was runs. But throw it, take it to them, sack, mix it up, mix up the nickel and the dime, drop back, beat him 70 to 14. I never forget that. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I was consistent. I think things out. I did whatever was happy for me. And then sometimes we gotta, self-happiness is very important. It's not everybody is not going to understand that. And hey, don't get me wrong now, I end up finishing late at night. So Tulane was national champions. And so Alice Haran, he would like this. Then the first thing that I picked Michigan. Now at the time, Michigan was like in the lower ranks. They was in the top 20. They was like maybe 19th or 20th. Till Michigan won the national title. They beat Notre Dame. We squashed Notre Dame. Oh my God. So, but I had fun, Self-happiness, constructive self-happiness is very important. And again, and not everybody is not going to accept that. They're not. Sometimes self-happiness means that you're going to speak. Then sometimes you're not going to speak. But it doesn't mean that stops from you from growing to be better. That's very important. But this NFL is going to be very interesting. Um, Free agencies was going on and trades and stuff. I think it's going to be I think the NFL is going to be very interesting. College football is going to be very interesting. College basketball is going to be very interesting too. You got quite a few players in high school and even prep schools going to certain colleges that people never really heard about. I mean, they heard about it, but So let's see what happens of that. Shout out to T Price. He gonna do college basketball, men and women's. Women's basketball gonna be. He said, "Hey, women's basketball is gonna be very interesting. They're gonna be very interesting." Jet football. You want to come up? Let's come on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Eagle fan, what's good? What's good, brother? Come on up. Okay, the link is right there. Talk about jet football. One of their guards, I think, when he had a very serious injury. Brother Vera, he got hurt, so Jets is searching for a guard. I heard they're gonna trade up for a guard. So I don't know. He's still on his rookie contract, so I don't know. They're gonna keep him. I think this is last year of his rookie contract. He had consecutive injuries, but I think one season. I think he did. I think he played most of the season last year. Did well, like in the top 10 of guards, best guards in the NFL. Yeah, I know a little something, everything. That's me. So so that's definitely going to start. I don't know how long it's going to be out. I hope he don't be out that long and stuff, but I don't know. But it doesn't look good. I mean, anything can happen. I'm not gonna say that they ain't gonna sign him and stuff like that. But if they're gonna sign him, I don't think it's gonna really gonna be a big contract. It's gonna be some incentives if they're gonna sign Brother Vera back. But he's one of the good ones. He's one of the ones that could play mostly all positions of the offensive line and very good at it. But see what happened. And I think also too, we got to watch out for Brees Hall. I hope the Jets keep. Hey, what's going on, brother Tom? How you doing? Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Much blessings to you and your family. Thank you. Back at you, stay consistent too. So I'm definitely gonna do some Jet news in the future. You know, get back doing that. So yeah, I believe the Giants is going to win Sunday if they play both. I know both don't win one of them. Going to win Sunday. Giants and Jets might be sleeping this year. Okay. I don't know about the Giants, but I can say about the Jets. Like I said, the Jets had a major blow. Brother Vera got hurt again. And so I think they're going to be very, very diligently busy trying to get a guard to stick them in so they keep going because they do want to run the ball and stuff like that. And they play Pittsburgh, so Aaron Rodgers want to stick it to the Jets. And there are some players who was there last year with the Jets doing right now. And they want to stick. They want to stick it in. And so I think it's going to be a physical game. I think it's going to be a physical game and stuff. So I think that what's going to happen that Fields have to throw it. Welcome, brother. How you doing?
Hey, man, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Been a while. Yes, sir. Been a while.
Yeah, I needed the vacation from this Jets team since the last offseason. I just needed a total break from them from last year.
I got you.
And then we go into this this offseason with the new head coach, which is a fan favorite. Like for me, I prefer the offensive minded coach because this league is meant to put points on the board. So it's kind of like I preferred the offensive coach if there was any out there, which there really wasn't. But I like Aaron Glenn. We both can't. I mean, I come from the Aaron Glenn era. I've seen him play. We all seen him play. He's one of the sole reasons why I became a Jets fan. Like set stone was because of Aaron Glenn. He was actually my first favorite Jet. But as a player, I love him as a player. As a coach, I don't know yet. I have to see him coach. And from the team he assembled, we'll see. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Justin Fields and all that, but at least now we're on, we could talk about that.
I'll put it to you this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been a Jet fan ever since I was very little.
Right.
Okay? And so I remember the Jet years and they was okay. But in the 90s, I mean, they was okay. No. They just had some pretty good season in the 80s. The offensive defense is all just off. I mean, you got Freeman McNeil and stuff,
Right.
I mean, if he would not been hurt, I mean, honest, if he would not been hurt, we probably mentioned him being the Hall of Fame running back. I mean, he got like maybe 9,000 yards in his career, but he always stayed hurt. You got Richard Todd. That's another one. He would never get hurt. He probably mentioned maybe Hall of Fame consideration and stuff like that. But it's a defense always keeping them in. But then you got Wesley Walker, and I understand Wesley Walker should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, like you got.
I agree. I agree, man.
You got other receivers y'all put in had less receiving yards than Wesley Walker. And I don't understand. He got close to 10,000 altogether, over 70 touchdowns. I don't understand why you don't put it on. And he played with some worse Jets. He played with some worse Jets quarterbacks. Let's be honest here. And he still produced. I don't understand this day.
I don't get it neither.
Then it took almost 30 years to put Mark Klecko. Mark Klecko was the first defensive that went Pro Bowl of 3 different positions. Unheard of. Take over 25 years. But see, all I'm just saying is this, that we go into the 90s, it was all right. I mean, like, it's all just, it's always off. Like, the defense right there is off. You know, I mean, like, they really put it together. Hold on 1 second. Too much noise.
I didn't hear anything. But
you still hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything in the background.
Okay. So going to 2010 and all that. I mean, like, you know, restaurant years. I mean, like, it's like they could never gel put it together. I mean, like, Steve was outstanding, but you know, the offense. I mean, like, you know, the butt fumble and stuff like that. You know, they call franchise. Where franchise? Where? I mean, like, we running.
I'm glad we both didn't end up going to school when that butt fumble happened. Like, I would probably never wore a Jets jersey in high school ever again. But
I mean, for instance, you know, people. This is what I was saying. Yeah, you can run the ball if you want to. I mean, like, you got Sanchez. He had one good game, and 4 or 5 games he don't have no good play. And I'm saying, like, the more you keep running it, you got to put some points on the board. I mean, like,
yeah, exactly, and you got to do it consistently. You got to do it at will.
That's the problem I have. You know what I'm saying? You have the wide receivers. You got to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, and this, I think I said they need a. I said they need. I said, listen, they need. Listen. I'm not saying get an all pro quarterback, but get some that upscale Sanchez. I'm saying like this, of that defense, you could throw for like 200, 250 yards, and we can still win. Just keep the field going, keep the clock going.
Right. They're gonna have to do it this year. They're gonna be running the ball at record pace. It's gonna feel like 1960 football with the Jets this year because they have no passing game. They have Garrett Wilson with an inaccurate, inconsistent quarterback and Justin Fields. I mean, there's some aspects of Justin Fields' game I like. I like he's a running, scrambling quarterback. He seems like a good kid. He's got a good head on his shoulders. But from time to time, he's just proven to be inconsistent. That's my problem with him. He's not a consistent throwing quarterback. And this is what you need in the NFL. You need a consistent throwing quarterback that could find the receivers, make all the NFL throws at any time.
Brother Tom. Yeah. I say it like this, though. When Justin Fields went 4-2 in Pittsburgh, right?
Right.
Why you took him out, Pittsburgh? Then you put Russell in. He go for 6-6, help you left. So I'm saying for Justin Fields, I see it like this. So why you ask me to come back here? And I was 4-2. We was winning 4-2.
Yeah.
Barely got into the playoffs with Russell. Now Russell go to the Jets. I don't want to talk about Russell. I'm tired of talking about Russell. But we're gonna stick to the Jets and everything.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just saying for this, that what the Jets need to do, and I'm just saying like this, other quarter, I'm saying.
Sorry about the
me being an offensive coordinator, I got to.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the camera. I don't know what's going on here.
All right, so if I already got them running packets. I would have some passing packets that so he can feel better, so he can feel comfortable with. Listen, they gonna blitz this, they gonna come this. So that's all I'm saying. Let me read Brother Tom. He said, I like the coach of the Jets. Facts, he had faith. He had faith in Justin Fields and got rid of that diva Aaron Choke Rodgers. Tell me a lot about the Jets coach.
You know what's sad is he's probably third all time in throwing touchdowns for the New York Jets. Like, he's got the third best passing season in Jets history, and it didn't lead to nothing. Like, even Brett Favre had a better winning record than he did. Brett Favre did have a winning record.
He did have a winning record. But this is the thing about it. Brett Favre, their defense wasn't really all that. Now, their offense was cooking when Brett Favre played. Jets were top 10 in offense.
Yeah. I mean, Brett
But
Favre
they
made
ain't had
Brett Favre made all the mistakes when he got hurt. You know, when you saw Aaron Rodgers throwing pick sixes to Leonard Williams, ex-Jet, you know, you just knew it was the writing on the wall. You already knew it was all going to crash down at that point.
I mean, like you got to run the ball. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You got to run the ball. It's all right. This ain't working. You got to run the ball, and then you can play action. That's what I understand. You can play action, but as we know, I'm not gonna say his name. The offensive coordinator. We're not gonna say his name because we know what he did at Denver. I can climb. I really do. I really want to climb, but we're not gonna do that.
yeah, really.
He should never been the offensive coordinator of the Jets. You
None of these
had the best
coaches.
offense. You just think about it. You had the best offense in Green Bay at the time because of Rodgers. It ain't because of you, but it goes to show again in Denver. We gonna say Denver. We ain't gonna say his name. We know what happened to Denver Broncos, right? We know that Rodgers brought him in at his Brody, right? And we see what happens that he was carrying Rodgers' bag and everything and the bag. I mean, we're gonna keep it real, right?
Yeah,
Let's keep it
definitely.
real. He was carrying Rodgers' bag, and he looked at this was wrong. Okay, but y'all thought you're the offensive coordinator. You're supposed to like this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it like that. But see, but I ain't gonna get into that. But he was Rodgers. He was Rodgers. Brody carrying his bag and everything, and so I'm glad it's out and everything. But
Yeah.
but I'm surprised that just kept Lazard.
I mean, I'm surprised they kept Jeremy Rucker and Michael Clemens. Like, we all talk about this new culture is coming in and this and that. Like, if you ever on social
Big
media,
G
you know
was
what I'm
good.
talking about. Everything's okay. Like we got a new culture, a new coach. We're winning this off season, this and that. And I'm like, okay. So to me, I'm like, why is Michael Clemens still on the roster? Why is Jeremy Rucker, a guy that's good for one catch a game, still on your roster? Why is Alan Lazard, Stonehands, still on your roster? And Lazard is probably the least of the bad on the three names I named, because at least he had a decent season, but he's got too many drops. He's not a dependable number 2 receiver. I don't even want to put him in number 3. I just don't.
Do you want me to tell you them three? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about them three. Lazard, I want him gone.
Yeah, me too.
Clemens, he's a disappointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should be gone. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Now I want people to understand this. You're gonna hear it first on the underrated channel. I really believe they kept Rucker because the connection in him and Fields when they play at Ohio State.
Probably. And I don't know if he's starting or not. No, he is starting.
No, he's not. No. The rookie starting.
Okay. Because I didn't check that deep.
He better start.
I could pull it up. Let me see if I can get it.
He better start. I'm saying, like, if they keep him in, and so the rookie could learn. Okay, I can understand that. He better start.
Yeah, I mean, putting Rucker as a number 1, I wouldn't get it. It would make no sense to me. And now I have to probably question Aaron Glenn's IQ of putting Rucker as a number 1 tight end on this team, like, if that was the case.
I'm saying like this: if they put him for number 1, right? Maybe want to learn, rookie want to learn. They want him to look and stuff. Okay, I could understand that, but I would not put him in number 1.
Yeah, me neither. Definitely
Now,
not.
if we put it, like I'm saying, I would put Mason number 1, but I start Rucker, right? So this is how you play. I want you to learn from this and that, because one way or the other than during the season, right? You're going to start. Now, I can understand that, but I would not put Rucker number 1 tight end. No. Now, this team, I'm paying all this money and I'm on the sideline. No. Nah. Now, if you're learning, I'm saying, Aaron Glenn, you gotta explain to me and other Jet players why Rucker you put him in number 1. You got to explain that to us, because that don't make no sense.
trying to see the roster. I can't even find. I know the team captains are, but I'm trying to find the roster who's starting. Uh, Sorry, I apologize. I should
No,
have
don't
had this
worry
up
about it.
anyway.
You know, maybe they want it like that. Maybe they don't want it to come up.
Yeah, I know, right? They probably hated that from us.
Because we know we're gonna question why Rucker is the number one tight end on the team. Why?
They got Mason as a number 2 tight end. Rutgers the 1, and they got Stone Smart 3.
For what? Come on, bro. For what?
I don't get it, bro.
I mean, when Rucker, he had one catch for 3 years.
Yeah, it seems like he's only good for 1 catch per game. I really don't get the whole putting.
That's what I'm saying. But why you pay Mason all that money?
I know, just to sit in the bench. They're gonna have him like a receiving tight end block the whole entire season.
No, man, nah. Listen, hear what I'm saying. Tell him from right or wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
I stand to be corrected. Mason, I'm the coach. Coach underrated, right? I'm going to start him. I want you to see how it is, right? I'm going to pull him out. This is how you do it. Rucker, thank you. We're going to need you down the road. Mace, go do your thing. Want you to block and catch. That's what we paid you for.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I ain't paying for Mace just to block.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing. They're putting him to start just to block. Like, what is this, 1990s football?
No, let Rucker fucking block. Forget all that.
Right.
Only time Mace we want you to block, maybe like we use you a situation like a third down and stuff like that once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But Rucker, I'm using you as blocking. Forget all that. More than Mason. No. But he's gonna mess up. He's gonna mess up. He's a rookie. Might as well let him learn on the job.
And that's what and that's the problem with the Jets. You know, it's like they draft these guys to play multiple different positions, but they never draft them to play their natural position. And they've played musical chairs with their offensive line over the years, and you've seen how bad it's gotten to the last year. You know, the Jets' offensive line was actually pretty good last year. Like, it wasn't top tier, but it was still pretty good. I mean, you had a solid foundation on that offensive line. I was actually excited for it until Elijah Vera Tucker got hurt.
Let's talk about that because
go for it.
Brother Vera, he got hurt. We don't know the injury, status on that, but it looks like it's a serious.
He's out for the year, torn triceps. He's out for the year. So.
Out for the year?
Yeah, he's out for the year. He torn his triceps. Aaron Glenn.
Okay, so you know what that means, right? That means this is last year of his rookie contract. It looks like I don't see them. They gonna bring him back.
Yeah, he's a goner. Like, they're probably gonna they're probably gonna put Joe Tippmann probably in that position to fill it up and put Myers to start.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want Tippmann. I know Tippmann can play multiple positions. I don't want Tippmann to play. I want Tippmann to play center. He's a left guard, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said I don't want Tippmann to be. I don't want Tippmann to play center. What Vera is? He's a left guard.
Yeah, he's a guard. Yeah, but when Tippmann was drafted, he was drafted as he was a guard, I believe. Yeah, he played guard, and then he got drafted to be the center for the Jets. Like, this is what I was talking about, because you look up the past, like, they played a different position in college, and when they go to the NFL, they're playing a different.
But when I was seeing Tippmann was playing, the time I see Tippmann, he was playing center.
Yeah, he was guarding college, so. You know,
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you hear it first from right here, and you my witness.
Okay.
Vera is a goner. He's not gonna be with the Jets next year.
Yeah, that's
he's not.
No doubt.
Because he's a good player, but injury prone.
He was, it's sad. He was the Jets' best offensive lineman last year.
Yeah, he was.
He
was.
You
And
know,
I
next
think,
man up.
yeah. And so this is what I'm saying. That is sad thing about it. I listen. We could be wrong. I'm
Of
saying if
course.
they're going to sign him next year, right? Year before after, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a lot of money. I don't think it's going. I don't think it's going to be extension.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be some incentives if they cannot find a guard out there. But see, then the next thing we got to think about like that. What about Brees Hall?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's probably gonna be his last year too.
Right.
You know, I don't see the Jets tagging him or offer him a contract. I just don't see it. I think honestly, I think they like Allen more than Hall.
But see, but this is a
But
thing about, but
that's
see,
just theories and guesses.
but I'm saying, right, I don't even trust that either. That's what I'm saying. You know, Adam said, and he can say, but Brees Hall did. I said, but Brees Hall was hardly getting the ball that much last year. He wasn't. And so this is what I'm saying. Like this, I said, if Brees Hall break out, have
Neither was Garrett
1,000.
Wilson, according to probably.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, this is how I feel, right? And let's talk more about that, right? If you're gonna sign, you sign Garrett Wilson, right?
Okay.
And you sign Gardner, why not to sign Brees Hall?
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about it.
Well,
You got
Brees
your
Hall,
nucleus right. Listen, you got your nucleus right here. Allen, he's still young. He is unproven. You hear what I'm saying?
yeah.
You got the nucleus right here. Keep the nucleus together.
Well, at least they did the smart thing is they kept Gardner and Wilson for long term. So
I understand that, but
no, I'm just putting the you know, I'm
no,
just
you're
talking.
right about that.
Yeah.
I just feel like they should sign Brees Hall too. I'm not saying for all that money, but give him an extension or something. But Allen is still unproven. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm.
You sign Brees Hall, but even Brees Hall get hurt, you still got Allen. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep that nucleus right there, man. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. The judge, I mean, like, come on, like.
I mean, for me with Brees Hall, it's kind of a mixed bags for me with Brees Hall. Like, I think ever since his injury, he hasn't ran with the same purpose. Like, and I mean that I think I think he's took him a little bit longer to recover from his past injuries than anticipated. It doesn't mean he's a bad running back. I just think that this will be the year for him to prove himself that he is that guy he was 2-3 years ago.
But understand what I'm saying though too. If you don't get the ball all that much and get the rust out, what you should do? We gotta be honest. I'm not saying you wrong.
Right.
Let's be honest here too. He wasn't getting the ball that much either because Aaron Rodgers throwing pick six of slow defensive linemen.
Yeah, and the Jets had probably the worst head coaching, like the worst coaching team I've ever seen probably since '96. Like it was that bad. Like you just had to be there to see it to believe it. Like I never understood, like every fourth quarter teams will come back on the Jets. Like you just knew it. Like you could put a waiver on there. Like,
I know, right?
The Jets are up by 2 scores. They're going to blow it. They're up by 3. They'll blow it.
You know what? And it's sad because every time the fourth quarter, I said, I might as well cut off the TV.
Mm-hmm. That's why I did. That's why I did. I mean, people could call me a fake fan, or I've been
truth is the truth.
Right?
You've
been a fan longer than me. I've been a fan for 3+ decades. So I could do what the hell I want to do. Like if they're not if they're not entertaining me, and we're sitting here watching these boring.
Why I'm going to watch a team keep self-destruct themselves a fourth quarter?
It's
right.
So
am I right?
Boring. It's like it's boring. It's like
it's not like they get blown out, right?
Right. Exactly.
You get beat by 7, 6, 1, 5. Now, if you get blown out, okay, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But they lost, let's be honest, within almost 3 years, the Jets lost a lot of close games that they could have been in the playoffs. Let's be honest.
I mean,
they lost a lot of close games.
And we could thank Greg. We could thank partly on Greg Zuerlein for blowing all those games. He blew like 5-6 games last season, dude. Just due for him missing all those. Like I could put him Buffalo. What was it Buffalo? What was the Denver Broncos? That was another one. My goodness sakes. Greg Zuerlein, dude.
I mean, we make half of those, right? The Jets probably be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they would be right there.
Anything can happen in the playoffs.
They would have been a 10-17. They probably would have been in the playoffs due to strength of schedule, definitely.
Strength of schedule, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. That oh God. And then the Zuerlein, I said, oh shoot, go on the left.
They kept him on the right. What's worse is they kept him on the roster for the entire year. They didn't even cut this man.
They cut him and bring somebody else. I'm saying, you know what? I put it like this. If you want to cut him, put him on the sideline, bring somebody in, we would have made the playoffs.
They let this man cut checks. They let this man get paid in the sideline, just sitting there watching. Where any normal running franchise would have just cut the guy, like cut him, like, and they just kept him on there. Like, it's okay if you choke over the game. Like, oh, you had a rough time. It's okay. We'll pat you in the back. Just sit down and watch the game. You don't have to do anything. Like, that's how the Jets are.
Say 1 or 2. This is what I'm saying. We understand 1 and 2. You know, the defense failed us and the offense once in a while. We understand that. And you ask us to kick. You know, and I understand. We ain't gonna put it on your time. But this is what I'm saying. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's go back to Rex Ryan and Herb Edwards years, right?
Yeah. Oh, you forgot about Aaron Van
One thing we could say, they had some good kicking. Listen, the offense like this, listen. The kicker, listen. Just get me the 30 or 40 yard line. And then boom, they win the game. That's like Rex Ryan. That's what Rex Ryan people don't understand. People said, how the team was go back to back AFC. Part of it is the kicking team.
Yeah.
Boom. Yes, yo, just get me there. You know what? It needs to be. That's how they win a lot of them close games of field goals. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, like, come on, man. I'm like, I'm saying like the last 2 years, and I gotta repeat it again. We lost a lot of close games, less than 10 points.
Yeah.
Seconds left on the game.
It was like 6, 7, or 8 games. It was literally like most of the games we lost were close games. Miami, the Patriots game, Denver, I already said Miami, Broncos, Bills. Like you can name all of them twice. It was just horrible, man. Like. And then you sit there and you sit there and you see an Aaron Rodgers calling out Mike Williams. I mean, did Mike Williams have a great experience as a Jet? No. But he's out there calling him out of nowhere for, I guess he ran the wrong route or something and this and that. Like, you're the one that threw the ball at him. No, he ran the wrong route. What are you complaining about? You threw a pick 6. What are you complaining about? Like, you know, like, I feel like as a quarterback, you have to be more wiser than that. The game is on me. We have to get back. You know, use the usual, you know, like, don't be so robotic like Albright was, that guy. You know, like, this dude, every game, he said, like, every game, we played hard. We stayed tough. We're in it to the very end.
And I'm saying, as a receiver, right? As a quarterback, as a receiver, right? You gotta make sure what his favorite route is. Not one time you gotta ask Mike what his favorite route is. His favorite route is like straight up. Go straight up. He got the big body. He got enough speed and catching it. You move the chain. It's not about you, Aaron. And that was the thing about it. You got Mike Williams. Use him for what?
I didn't see Aaron Rodgers call out Devontae Adams for his big drops he had.
Right.
And
Of
he
course
had
he wasn't qualified.
and he had plenty of them last year too. If you watch the film, he had
A
some of
lot.
them against Miami. He had some against what was it? I think it was the Rams. I'm trying to remember all these teams. I don't want to remember last year, but he had plenty of drops himself. I mean, he had great games against Jacksonville, which Jacksonville's a garbage team. You should have a 200-yard receiving game against them. But I didn't see Aaron Rodgers call out his buddies, Alan Lazard. He kept praising Alan Lazard like he's like the next. He called him the hardest working guy I've ever had in the locker room. That was close to context of his words, what he said about Alan Lazard, and but he calls out Mike Williams. Mike Williams is a nice guy. He's a good dude. He never has anything bad to say about anybody. He shuts up and plays football.
Never have no. Webby, I've never had no complaints.
And I see Jet fans, they were dogging him and this and that because, everyone was pro Aaron Rodgers. We never had a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers in our lifetime, and for me, looking at it as a football guy, I'm just sitting there like, Rodgers, look at yourself in the mirror. This is the team you wanted. You got your coaches, you got your players, you got everybody that you asked for, dude. I didn't see you denying it. And this Malachi Corley, like there was reports of saying that Aaron Rodgers handpicked him. Do you believe in those reports? Because he had a lot of praise for Corley when he was drafted. The Jets just cut him because he couldn't make it. They
cut him. They cut Corley.
Yep, they cut him. He had no action in the preseason. Darius Smith actually was mixed bags himself. The dude we picked up from Georgia. He has some good breakaway speed. He's a very fast cat, but he really needs to work on his hands.
I'm just saying like this. I'm gonna talk from Malachi Corley. He never really get a chance, and I think that sometimes coaches, they want their own people, but I think they should give him another chance.
I mean, the dude just
believe that.
He can't. I mean, if you watch the film on him, his college film, this dude can't run NFL routes. If you can't run the NFL routes and you see these number 5 receivers running better routes than you, where does that leave you?
Understand what I'm saying is that if you're not being coached by, right?
Yeah.
You're a secret land. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you watch football more than I have, over the years. But we both know that the NFL is an unfair business.
It is,
and that's just the way the ball's gonna roll, man. You gotta be ready because you never know when your number's gonna be up. And
but I tell you one thing, though.
You cut Corley, but you don't cut Rucker. You don't cut Clement.
Right.
You don't cut Alan Lazard.
Right.
So this is why the division of the fan base comes from. Because we can nitpick that and we can pick worse players or players that don't.
This is what I'm saying. If you cut Corley, why you cannot cut Rucker?
Oh, Gibson.
Why you cannot cut Lazard?
Gibson, another guy that should be off the team. This dude's still living off the return, the punt return for a touchdown against Buffalo. Why is he still on the roster?
I'm saying like this though. Corley, he like physical, right?
I'm sorry, say that again. You were cutting off.
Malachi Corley like physical, so why you can put Malachi Corley at a kickoff or punt return, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would use him for that. Listen, this is your job until we find out you're a wide receiver. We put you in emergency study. I'm sorry, you picked Gibson?
Yep.
Why?
According to Aaron Glenn, he's explosive, and he's seen more of him than we have. I'm like, no, Aaron Glenn, we've seen more of Gibson than you have. You might have seen more of him in camp, but we've seen more of him in actual games than you have. So
if Gibson get hurt
on the roster,
right? But if Gibson get hurt, who you gonna turn to?
Probably someone
who you
better.
Gonna turn to?
probably someone better than him. I mean, you could go
That's
to,
what I'm saying.
you know,
If you would kept Malachi Corley and train, I'm talking about condition. I'm talking about practice with him of the kickoff, and punt return. You know what I'm saying? In case you get hurt, you got Malachi Corley. They don't have nobody. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
Man,
get
listen.
on Wills after Wilson, the wide receiver room is depressing, man. It really is. It's very bad. Without Wilson, it kind of resembles the 2020 wide receiver core of the Jets, the Adam Gase Jets. You know, it's pretty bad.
Adam Gase, they both think he's a offensive guru. You see what happened to that. I don't think. I mean, he don't even know how to coach. I mean, let me tell you, I got one thing better. He don't know how to coach the Pee Wee League. I said it.
You know what's sad is that Adam Gase was still a better offensive coach than Robert Saleh was. So that's the sad truth. Like, how do you blow it with all of Aaron Rodgers, the Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Allen? I mean, we could go down the line, and the Jets.
I'm saying like this though. They didn't get Breece Hall the ball that he should, but it goes to show that Aaron, whatever Rodgers said, it goes.
Yeah,
and that's sad because you freezing out some good players. Lazard ain't did nothing. You got. I mean, Devontae Adams, you got some nerve that the Jets do not have no spine or nothing. But each game, I see you have about three, four drops. Sometimes sometimes consecutive. So how dare you gonna come in here and tell us what's going on and stuff like that? All I'm just saying like this: when they let the coach go, right?
Yeah,
I think that was wrong. They should let Coach Saleh go at that time because they was 4-2 and stuff. And I said what they need to do. Y'all could have got a new quarterback. This is what I would say I would do. We're gonna change this up right here. Rodgers, you gonna sit down. I'm getting offensive line. I'm getting offensive coordinator. I mean, they got one, but I don't know how good it was. Listen, we're gonna change this up. Breece Hall, you're gonna get the ball more. We going down the field. Defense. Let's tighten that up a little bit. And let's take it from there and see if we can make it to the playoffs.
It's pretty much the Jets are trying to mold Philadelphia. They're trying to mold Jalen Hurts with Fields. They're trying to mold, but they don't have the talent to do it right now. I see what the Jets are doing. At least there's a vision of Aaron Glenn. Like Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
And he wants to run the ball, and he showed that he is going to run the ball 40-plus times a game. It doesn't matter if they're up and down.
All right, we understand that, but we talking about the NFL. NFL all about as sports alone. You know that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Almost 2 decades all about put points on the board. You gotta have somebody push the ball down the field. Now I'm saying that if you're gonna run like maybe 20 to 25 times, okay, I could see that. Or maybe 20 times, I could see that. Man, it's all about pulling points in the ball. Work on your goddamn defense, make sure it's stout. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, it's about pushing that ball down. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, we've been dying to see that for the longest time. I
understand you come from the Parsons tree. I understand you want to do things the right way, but this is the problem of some coaches. They are so stubborn. They don't want to adopt what's going on right now.
Yeah, we live in 2025, not in 1998. And it's the Jets got rid of so much talent in the offseason, what was left of it anyways. And they have to run the ball now. They have no choice now.
They have no choice.
So this is gonna be a mountain year for Breece Hall and Allen, all those running backs and Fields too.
If you have the offensive line, right? Because let's understand, losing Vera is a humongous loss.
Oh, without a doubt. without a
It's a
doubt.
humongous loss. So whatever, if you bring another tackle, right? Ain't gonna amount of the character. I'm just saying. And then you add. That's what I'm saying. I don't want them to remove Tippmann. I want Tippmann.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to move Tippmann to the guard spot, and they're going to put new acquire Myers.
This is what I'm saying. But understand what I'm saying, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Then you asking he could play it. Now we ask another injury that could happen.
Yeah, and they'll be in bigger trouble than they are now.
Like,
but you still have to put the best offensive line available that you have. And if you draft an offensive line to play versatile, which Tippmann was a versatile lineman, hopefully he can fill in the spot. He's a high draft pick too. So let's see what he's got, because it's a big year for him too. And according to, we didn't know who won the starting center spot like until injury happened, because Tippmann was in a battle for his spot against Josh Myers. So I'm assuming Myers won that battle because they're moving Tippmann to guard.
See, like that's what I'm saying. You got some guards that can come off the bench and everything. Like you said, once you try them, you never know. We just want somebody to be serviceable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hold your own, keep it pushing, till you have the draft.
I mean, this is going to be a rebuild year for the Jets anyways. I don't know what you're expecting with the wins and losses. I don't expect them to win probably more than 4 to 6 games. But
let me say this, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo, they said Buffalo's going to have a pretty good year. I think it is, but I still say this and I say it again. Until you beat Kansas City in the playoffs, we ain't going to talk about that. Miami, they said Miami's going to be good. I think the team to watch out for is the playoff. I mean, in the division is New England.
Yeah, I agree. I think New England
did very well. New England did very well in NFL draft and free agency. They did very well, and they have strengthened. They of defense. I mean, core.
Yeah, I'm still there.
They strengthened they starters, and also they strengthened that.
Yeah, they picked up Diggs in the offseason. They got an offensive lineman in the draft. Oh, what's his face?
So, and also
Will Campbell, right? I think it was Will Campbell they picked up. They beefed up their offensive line. They got Vrabel as a coach. I mean, Patriots can make some noise this year. You could see him push at 9 wins, maybe 8.
I'd say like the first part of the season, if the Jets go like, I know they go happen, but 4-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's 18 games, right?
Yeah, 18. Yeah,
I'm saying like if they go like maybe.
So I'll tell you the first 4 games for the Jets here. They're at home against Pittsburgh. Then they're at home against Buffalo. 2 tough games. Then they go to Tampa Bay, the game I'm going to. Actually, I'm going to Raymond James for that game. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 tough games in that stretch right there.
So let's understand this here. You hear it first from here, right? You my witness, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just got to split those games.
Yeah. They can't start the season 0-3 if they have playoff aspirations.
They got split.
At best, yeah, definitely.
They got split. To see how far they're going to get, to the second part of the season.
Looking at these opponents, I don't think they're going to win the first 3 games. I think they have a shot against the Dolphins and Cowboys after. At least we don't have to face Parsons this year, so that's good news for the Jets.
I'm telling you, Green Bay. Let's talk about. We're gonna go back to the Jets. Green Bay got a gift.
Oh yeah, I seen him play in college, man. So I know him well. So. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, what you said again?
Oh, I said Parsons. I seen him play in college. That's the gift you're talking about, probably.
Man, you know what? You know, it'd be nice to just have a nice gift.
We all
We don't
thought we
get
did when we
gifts.
got Aaron Rodgers. Look how that turned out.
Oh my God. Listen. I was for Aaron Rodgers. Don't get me wrong at first, but I see the writing on the wall, the diva and all like that. I mean, like when they showed that preview of Pat McCaffrey show, and then all of a sudden Rodgers was on there. He said, "Guess
Yeah.
what I look at?" And then you see Dante pop up. He said, "Yeah, Devontae popped up."
Yeah,
I
it was a
said, "Yo,
concept.
no. I want people to see my face. I want people to see my face."
Sorry, man.
I'm like, listen, as a heterosexual man,
Mhm.
right? I want you to understand what I'm saying, right? As a heterosexual, see that really that don't look right to me. I know you're Brody. Come on now. Now I mean, as a heterosexual man, I love
Sorry,
women.
man.
Okay, I love to look at women. Okay, but he like this. He said, yeah, this is Rogers. I want people to look at me. This is Rogers. Hey, like this. Guess who I got? Like Maple Leaf Eagle
Yeah,
is Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers.
I know
No,
you
no,
do.
no, no. I want people to understand this. Maple Leaf, that brother Eagle is Aaron Rodgers, right? He's talking. He said, guess who I got? Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm looking at like.
Yeah, I'm looking at like too late. That should have been done before the season started.
I'm getting ready to make that point too. I'll be like,
But be honest. But be honest though. If that would have happened before the season, getting Devontae Adams for a third round pick or whatever it was, you probably would have been excited seeing that. You would have.
yeah, but why late?
Yeah.
There,
I don't know.
there's no ground to make up it.
Woody Johnson pulled all the strings after he fired Salah, man, because Joe Douglas had no say in anything anymore. He was just another guy that was collecting checks for the next 10 plus weeks until he got fired.
No,
And
I'm still
he
getting
made
paid right
all the
now.
money. Yeah.
And I think Salah is a defensive consultant for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I think he's calling the defense for the 49ers. I think he's their defensive
Oh, that's right.
coach.
He's not in Green Bay no more. I'm sorry. Right.
Yeah, you're right though. He went to Green Bay and then he went back to the 49ers.
I forgot he went to the back 49ers.
With his tail between his legs, by the way, so.
But I think he don't get a coaching job. People say he won't get a coaching job in the future. He is.
You think Salah will?
Yeah. I mean, look. Let's be honest here. Come on.
The reason Todd Bowles got a second chance is Todd Bowles actually showed he can have a winning season with the Jets with a actual talented squad. Am I a Todd Bowles guy? No,
I'm not.
But Todd Bowles is lucky he plays for the worst division in football. He's
hey, well, Scott, what's good? Welcome. Thanks for coming. It's just for me. Like, what happened to Arcella Sanders? Again, I want people to understand. I'm talking as a sports critic.
Okay.
If you see how it happened,
you talk about his Dion's kid, right?
Right. If you see what happened, you know that tide is started. And this is what I'm saying to this. Why the veterans, they say, listen, this is what they're going to do to you. Well, watch out for that. So then you're going to throw them off the team? Why about the tight end? Again, I'm talking as a sports critic.
I think Todd Bowles, I think he's learned a little bit from the Jets, when that one player punched Geno Smith in the face. And I think he just didn't want that type of attention when let's be honest, Todd Bowles' job is on the line this year with the Buccaneers, But I feel like Sholo, is he an NFL player? Probably. You could put him in any roster and no one would complain him being a second stringer. Would you? But I felt like more of his other son, what's his name? Shador. This dude got drafted after Dylan Gabriel. Like, can we make sense of that? This dude got drafted in the 5th round. A dude that's supposed to be a 2nd round talent. You know, a first, 2nd rounder. You know,
I'll put it to you this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
As me watching the NFL, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a long time. And I want you to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
This NFL never going to change. Good old boys club. Y'all know what I mean? Now, I'm talking about, listen, I want people looking. I want people to look at me when I do this. They actually tell our players, and I'm talking part of the NFL, I want you to play another position. Not talking about white players, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about position. That's what I'm talking about. Good old boys club. Mom said good old girls club because, hey, there's some women as part of the NFL, they're making these decisions too. But that is another conversation that we could talk about. And I know a lot of women they want to talk about. But like I'm saying before, and but see, you know, yeah, you got all right, let's just bring this up, right? You got the defensive coordinator of the Jets right now, right? He was the intern head coach of the Carolina Panthers, right?
Yeah, Wilkes.
When he got that job, they won 6 straight games, almost got them to the playoffs.
Wilkes is a very good defensive coach.
He's a good defensive coach, but understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about that year.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get credit as due. He almost got to the playoffs. You gonna tell me you cannot at least give him another year to prove himself? And the players, they say they love, to this day, the players, they say they love playing for him.
Oh, you talk about when he his stint with the Cardinals, right? Is that what you talk about with him and Rosen and all that? Yeah, they cut him.
That ain't right. I mean,
Gerard Mayo. You forgot about Gerard Mayo. Same thing with him. He got cut after 1 year from the Patriots.
That don't make no sense. But see, when you bring stuff like that, are racist?
No, you have every right to question it, dude. I mean, that's your right, dude. You can
especially his facts,
dude.
Especially his facts. You mean you ain't get Juwan Mayo. He moved up the ladder to prove himself. He had one bad season, and you're cutting us like that.
Yeah.
That again.
Let's just hope they don't do that with Aaron Glenn. But
that right.
But you know, the thing with the Jets, dude, is they have hired the most black head coaches in the last 20 years. So we have to give them some benefit.
They don't last though.
You know, Herman Edwards, Todd Bowles.
They don't last though.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing about it.
Like Bowles lasted 5. Bowles was there for the Jets. What, 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, but come on. I didn't mean to talk about the brother, but he's a company man. You know, You know what company man is. You know, these are the ones that settle. You know what I'm saying? So I call him a company man. Oh yeah, yes. Do what I say. Yes, no.
I can't believe it.
Not the ones not the other black coaches and the other black players back then. They behind up and they standing for what's right. No. That's why I never respect Tabo. And I'm black.
They might as well give Herman Edwards a Ring of Honor, because that's the last time the Jets won their division, over 20 plus years ago.
That's what I'm trying to say. They never. Herm had, but you see the Jets getting better and better, and then you just cut Herm Edwards. I'm saying, come on.
Herm was a great motivational coach. Like, Herm could get his guys pumped up ready. He's just not of a strategist coach, but.
Defense he was.
Yeah, defense, definitely. I mean, he turned Ty Law into a guy that he led the league with the Jets in interception. I think he had like 10 with the Jets in his solo year.
Like you say, he's a motivator, but he wanted to deal with the players and stuff. And in that place, I like Herm Edwards. He did in your face, but the one, you know what I like about Herm Edwards? Well, he believe in you. He believe in you. Nah, you're not gonna
Yeah.
talk about the player. You know, he one of them type players like, nah, you're not gonna talk about the player. That I know this player, he busts his I remember like it was with somebody that messed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the player's fault. It was the other player. He said, no, you're not gonna talk about this player right here. He said, I'll never forget, he said something like that. I was with that player. That player sat on the bench outside for 2 or 3 hours, crying. I have to go get him, and you're not gonna get cut. Don't worry about it. We gonna get this straight now. You gonna get together, and I never forget. This when they talking about this, and the one caused it. He got into him. Matter of fact, he cut him.
Yeah,
and he got him sort of. So I'm sorry to let you down. No, you ain't let me down. No, don't worry about it. We gonna go back to the game. We gonna learn. And he cut him. He cut the other guy because the other guy was running his mouth. Mm-hmm. And you know, Herb Evans, an old school coach.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're not gonna run your mouth to me talking about it's about you. It ain't all about the team. So Herb cut him, and I forgot his name. And this guy went on and had a pretty good season. I forgot. I think it was a defensive back, but he was a kickoff return.
Justin Miller?
He did all right.
Justin Miller, you're talking about then, right?
I think probably what it was.
Yeah, probably him. Yeah.
And he defended, and that's what I'm saying. He's not the only player, but you know, one thing about Herb Edwards, I respect. If you do wrong, he gonna let you know you do wrong.
Yeah.
But he know if you he bust your tail, and he's no, you're not gonna talk about that player. No. You don't know. He said you don't know what he do in the field. You don't know he so in practice. You don't know. I said, did you see him? I said, did you see him crying? Y'all ain't see that. You ain't see him crying. He ain't want to come. He let me down. He said, show me something that he cares. He showed me he wants to win. He said that showed me something, and he went out there and got it.
Yeah.
And I said, and then the people say, oh, that's her. No, that's her. That's I heard Edwards. So when the Jets cut him, and they like the Jets like, why you cut him for? Like we right there, like.
I don't get the Jets, man. Like,
I mean, now we at right now, right? Aaron Glenn. I like Aaron Glenn. Don't be wrong.
I do too.
Parson Tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
We cool with that. But I'm just saying, this is the NFL. You gotta put points on the board.
It is not like with me not liking Aaron Glenn has nothing to do with like him as the person. Like we both know him as the person. He's played in New York. We know what kind of how he prepares, how he goes with his game. You know what I'm saying? Like when Aaron Glenn likes a player or he says what's on his mind, we believe him.
Right, and I understand he fights for the player because he knows the media, and I give him that, and I'm gonna tell you,
it's something we haven't had in a long time.
In a long time,
like
you see how the media asked the question. He said, "No, it's between me and the player, me and the team."
Yeah,
I already answered that. Why you keep on asking these questions like that? Do you hear what's up? No, come on. It's between me and the player.
It was the New York media's garbage. You know, that's
they are.
That's why your channel's gonna grow and other people's channels.
They trash, and
they're really trash.
You know, and again, right?
Mm-hmm.
New York, good old boys and girls club. I said it.
I'm telling you, man. Like your channel's gonna grow, other people's channel's gonna grow because they're tired of the media just misinterpreted players, not getting the direct quotes, putting their own spin. Everybody's done in the sports media, not just New York media, but in the media.
The whole media, period.
I
think for the last, you don't mind to ask, how old are you? You don't mind to ask. I'm
sorry. Oh man, I'm in my 30s, dude, late 30s.
Oh, you're in your 30s, so you understand what I'm getting ready to say right now.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 20 years, this media is trash.
Oh, without question, dude. Without
question. What college have y'all went to? I want to know. I want to know what experience in real life do you have?
The Ass Kiss Academy. I mean, that's probably where they went. Like, I don't know how some of these people have jobs.
Will the Mets make it? Oh, let me ask you this question.
Oh, go for it.
That's got to say, will the Mets make it a postseason? No. They could put runs on the board, but they pitching is gobble.
I think Soto's going to carry them.
Especially they relief. I mean, that Diaz, he's doing all right, but they middle relief is gobble.
And this is why you signed Juan Soto to make up for the bad relief. So I think Soto's going to probably at least carry them to the wild card. You know,
Lindo is in now.
You're a Yankee fan, right? Like, you know,
I'm a New York fan. Period.
Yeah, I mean, we both know what Juan Soto did for the Yankees last season. Him and Stanton, they made up for bad pitchers for the New York Yankees in the World Series. So I mean,
that's what I said. Why the Yankees? Y'all just let him walk like that.
The Yankees, they just didn't put their offer on time. That's what happened with them.
Yeah, you know what I think.
I think the Mets were already.
They got Soto in the bag. That's what I think.
I mean, the Yankees right now. Oh God! I mean, you might as well move on to another topic because I don't want to get started with the Yankees either.
I put it to you this way: the Mets and the Yankees, right? Let's say of hitting, they like in the top 20. Is it safe to say that?
Yeah, probably.
Like top 10, maybe top 15. Is it safe to say that?
Yeah.
To you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we here, but they pitching.
Yeah.
Pitching. That's another lie.
And I honestly, the worst is Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone is the one thing that stops me from believing in the Yankees. Him and Cashman. I don't believe in neither one of those guys. And if I don't believe in those two of the most important decision makers, I never even believed the Yankees were going to win that World Series last season. Like, if you would have me on last year, I would tell you probably sweet. Probably they'll win a game, maybe two. You know, but
who won the World Series last year?
It was the Dodgers.
Dodgers. All right, Dodgers.
Aaron Boone literally put Nestor Cortez with the game on the line as a reliever against Freddie Freeman.
I was like this.
What did you think was going to happen at that point? Like,
you know what I did when I first hit? Look, Eagle, look at me. I did like this.
Yeah, that was me. I just changed the channel. Like I knew it was over. I just changed the channel.
I did like this.
Yeah, like I wanted Aaron Boone gone since the wild card against the Red Sox. Like I want him gone for over 5 years already, and this dude is getting extensions. Like, but that's another rabbit hole. Like that's another.
Yeah,
later.
I think that now we can go back to Yankees back in the 90s where they went, right? And then when we had the manager Joe Torre, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now Joe Torre, he was a decent player in the major leagues. All right.
Yeah.
He was a decent player, but he knows the game, right?
Yeah.
Usually, I'm gonna tell you, I find that out, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Usually, catchers they do make pretty good managers, and then also right field, like but that's another lie. I might do, you know what I'm saying? I might do that, but what Joe Torre did, I know how pitches work, right? I know how to count, right? I know how the field it is, right? So what he had done, he assembled people, right? Not really superstars of that time. But it's like in 94, 95, they was chipping. They was getting better. They was getting beaten, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he kept the core.
Yeah.
He would think as a manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep the core. Then I'm gonna get the defense catcher. Listen, you hit 250, it's fine with it, but everybody else play. Then you get the starting cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't big names at the time, but they was gaining experience in the playoffs, right? Yeah. So when they run in the mid 90s to the end of the 90s, they was ready because they had this.
Yeah, and they also had a
Joe
captain
Torre,
too.
that's right. And Joe
Mhm.
Torre had picky plays, right? They was young at the time, but they had them play, learning mistakes and stuff like that. And so when the Yankees make that run toward the mid 90s to the end of the 90s, you understand because Joe Torre had
Yeah.
played then, and so this is what I'm saying.
Joe Torre knew he had the guys, and all he had to do is just step out of the way and listen to his players. He had the easiest job
And
in the world.
that's why he was a player coach.
In
Right.
1998, everybody knew in the offseason the Yankees were going to win the World Series in 1998.
Right.
Like, we all knew it. Like, literally, I've seen it. Like, as a kid, I've seen people, like, making the Yankees World Championship shirts and all that in 98. That's how good the Yankees were in the 90s, man. Like,
Stacked, though. If you think about it, from starters all the way down to last, but they were stacked.
and they even have to
it's like you give Yankees. It's like you might as well get Yankees to the world. Might as well if they won the World Series.
They demolished
Let's go play 99.
My goodness.
They was like, if you see how they start, I'm like, it was like, okay. It was like, okay, 1 or 2 games, right? 10 games leading the division. I never forget, like in June 4th of that year, that's my birthday. They damn got over 30-some games.
Yeah, they literally won the division. Why, in June? July?
I remember my birthday.
July.
Like the first week of June. They won it.
Yeah, they won it.
They just coast. I mean, they just coast. I'm like, God. And it's like go up. They was getting bigger. Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, in the end of July, mid-July, they clinched a playoff. They clinched a wild card.
And like the Red Sox they had some pretty decent, good teams too. But the Yankees were just in another league in their own. Like
that year, they were just. Man, I'm like, I remember they played against both. I'm like, and I'm just saying that you see it, right? They just coast.
Yeah,
it's like that year. If people understand what I'm saying, you understand English, because right?
Yeah.
You just cannot. They're like, I just can't. Could we get to the playoffs?
Can we just get to the Confederate and the parade?
Right.
We
were doing it. And then when they went to the playoffs, the rest is history.
Yeah.
The rest is history after the playoffs. They was bored. I'm like, I remember. They said, you watching the Yankees? I know the Yankees gonna win anyway. Oh, they won the first game. They gonna win a series.
I was lucky enough to see. I was lucky enough to see David Wells' perfect game too. So
yeah, right. I'm saying like this. This is what I was saying.
Yeah,
I'm waiting till the Yankees get to the playoffs. That's what I really watch.
Yeah,
I did. It was laughable. 98 was laughable.
Yeah, it was just to me, just like get to the playoffs. Let's see what they do in the playoffs. Let's see if they can sweep them. Let's see how far that ends. Let's get to the World Series.
The sweeps here. And I'm saying, I said, yeah. And you notice that's how Joe Torre is. I'm gonna let the players play, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put, but I like what Joe Torre did. He made some changes at the right place at the right time, and
I'm still here.
Yeah, and right there. But that 98 season, never forget 98. Never gonna forget 98. That's a magical year. That's type of year. And I'm gonna tell you,
it was also for the Jets too, 98 too.
98 was there too, yes.
Yeah. First time we won the division since the merger, right? That year?
Right.
Yeah.
Merger in 69, yes.
Yeah. So it was a magical year that year.
And also the next two, I think they was the first team beat the number 1 team of AC. I think was it 97.
I think it was 97. Trying to remember.
97. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah, they had a run from 96, 98, 99, and 2000. They made it in 2001. That was the 9/11.
Arizona beat them, right?
You know, I think if 9/11 never happened, they probably would have won that World Series too.
True. Yep.
You know, so people
That's
forget
fine.
about that stuff too. Not to take anything away from the Diamondbacks, they did have a loaded team. They had, Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling. You know, they
Yeah,
had a
but
lot of good players,
the
but
Yankees could have right, exactly.
the Yankees were carrying the world on their shoulders that year. You know, not to make excuse for them, but it's one of
Yeah,
those rare cases that they were carrying the weight of their shoulders, man.
it was, and you
You
know
know,
what? And they almost did it.
they almost did. They were one game,
They
like
almost did it, y'all.
one out away.
So this is what I'm saying. Let me ask you a question. If the Yankees want to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
That World Series back in 2001. Would have said, because the Yankee had dynasties, okay, in the past.
Yeah.
We understand it. They had dynasties in the past. 3 or 4 dynasties being before them. If they would have won it, right? I'm asking you, do you think that'd be the best dynasty that if they would have won 2001? Will you say the Yankees would that have been the best dynasty that would have ever been witnessed?
In the modern times, yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, in the modern times, yeah. The Yankees had teams in the 50s that were like, out of this world. Like, I'm trying to remember how many world championships the Yankees won in the 50s. I think they completely won almost every year in the 50s.
In the 50s. And then even in the 40s, too.
Yeah. Like
30. I mean, you could say 30. I said from the 1930s, 40s, and the 50s.
I wish we both would have picked the right football teams, but at least we picked the right baseball teams. Oh boy, man!
Yankees was stacked, but you think the Yankees was stacked.
I remember them. I mean, Chuck Nonblock, Brocious, Tino Martinez, Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, Joe Girardi. Oh my God! Like
they was loaded.
And Daryl Strawberry, and Daryl Strawberry,
right? Daryl helped win, yeah, and Daryl helped win, right?
Andy Pettit, it was crazy.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think Andy Pettit should be considered be a Hall of Famer? I think he had over 250 wins in his career.
I don't think he's gonna make it because of the steroid stuff. But should he be in there? I think so. I think Andy Pettit, he's proven without it that he's a top tier pitcher. He's got the rings. He's got the resume.
He got the rings, right?
And
also, besides that, he did it in a crucial time too.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah.
But I still say this, and I say this, I'm gonna stick to it. If the Yankees would have still signed them, and I'm saying he played a few more years, right? He said 4 or 5 years. And I feel if he averaged at least about 11, 12 wins, right? Mm-hmm. Not 20 that he was doing before. But I believe if he added, I said 4 or 5 years, if he added like maybe 11 to 14 wins, get to 300, right? We will talk about the same way as we talked before. Because right? Mm-hmm. 300 wins as a pitcher, right?
Yeah.
That's a magical number. Now, I know there are pitchers back then. Pitchers had got in like 250, 270. We understand that. But I'm saying that if Pettit would have had extra 4 or 5 more years, I said again, average like between 11 to 14 wins, right? If he got over 300, right? Yeah. We will talk about the same way we talked right now.
I mean, for me, will he make it to the Hall of Fame? I'm going to guess no. But should he? I think he should. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Yankee fan. He's got numbers outside New York, too.
I understand that, but I'm saying like this now. We agree he should make it to the point. He should be first ballot Hall of Fame. We understand it, but I'm talking about 300. You know and I know that. You get 300 wins in Major League. Hey, yo, listen, I don't care if you're a bad team. And then at the same time, your Petty Petty do have over 2,500 strikeouts.
Right.
Right. I mean, his ERA maybe 250, 270, or maybe lower than that. I'm just saying, 300. That's a magical number. You know that. That's Hall of Famer. Now, back like 40, 50 years ago, used to be like, yeah, you get 300. Yeah, that's a given, but like, but there are players back then, was I feel they were better, for me. I'm just saying some of them were better, fundamentally sound, but yeah, hitters back then, when you get like 270, 250, you know what I mean? When he was getting Hall of Fame.
One more question before I go. And it's about CC. How did you like him in the hall? Like, did you see him in his Hall of Fame speech and all that?
Ooh.
Like CC Sabathia.
What I feel about him?
Yeah, like how did you feel about him being in the Hall of Fame and all that? Like he actually went in as a Yankee. So he had his choices of being a Brewer or being Cleveland, but he picked being a enshrinement as a Yankee. Like I remember when CC Sabathia, his last game as a Yankee, right? And this was, I believe, this was in the postseason against the Astros. This man, at the time he was just washed. His arm was done, and he threw like one pitch, and he popped his shoulder, like he literally had Tommy John, I think it was, or a torn shoulder. I'll never forget. And the dude got like a standing ovation, like. And you could see in his face that he was done. It was over for him. Like, I'm so glad that he got to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame as a Yankee. Like, but I wish the Yankees will have a pitcher like that on their roster, like a CC Sabathia. Like, I miss CC, dude. Like, I don't know how you feel about CC Sabathia, but I still think he's one of the all-time great Yankees, even though the championships only came once for him.
Say this, I'm happy for him that he picked, because, I think he's one of the pitchers that did have a consistent career.
Yeah.
He has shutouts. He pitched in big. I don't know. Did he win a chance with the Yankees? I don't think so.
Yeah, he did in 2009.
2009. Okay.
That was the Yankees' last championship, by the way.
Last championship, and I believe that put him at Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
Because there are some people saying that he pitched big in the playoffs of the teams that he was on, but could he help bring it home in the World Series? And he did that.
Yep.
So I think that he picked the Yankees because they believe in him, and let's be honest, other teams.
They trade for him.
When it comes to playoffs, they cut him.
Yeah.
But all of it was not his fault.
Yeah, he was in pretty bad teams or mediocre teams, And I thought, like, at the time we got him, it was such a perfect fit, with his personality in New York, like, and he thrived. Like, he didn't let the bright lights get to him. He just became a better player. He understood when you put on that Yankee uniform, all eyeballs are going to be on you. If you play good, they're going to pat you in the back. You play like shit, they're going to be on your ass, But his last performance was such the saddest, dude, because you just knew it when he got hurt. That dude couldn't even get a pitch above like 40 miles per hour. Like, his arm was just toast, man. But it was a good discussion. Good talk we had. It was good to talk to you, man. Like, hopefully you'll do this again after week 1.
Do you got my email?
I'll catch you in your live streams. If you're doing we'll do it like this. I'll catch you on your live stream.
I mean, I'm saying I'm not gonna do it if you're not here. I gotta know so I can schedule it.
I'll give you. I actually, you put your email on the Twitch thing, right, or YouTube, right? Let me get
Hold
it.
on, let me put it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, please. Before I go.
I'll put it in the chat so you can hit. So
Yeah, doing the chats, dude. Yeah, so I could get it, but I do have
all
to
right, there
go.
you go. Before
Good.
you get off,
Yeah, go ahead.
make sure you get it right now before you get off.
Yeah, I'm good. I got it right now. I'm taking a snapshot of it. There we go. I got
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. We definitely could do a special live after just play tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see because I'm gonna be on with a buddy of mine tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I'll
See,
check
yo,
out
matter
you
of
guys.
fact, send me a link to that.
All right. I'll see. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, dude.
Definitely.
Definitely.
All
All
right.
right, man. All right. Good talks, man.
Likewise, man. Just keep it
All
up.
right. You too, man.
All right. That's brother Eagle fan. Say me, boss. If you want to come up, Escacho, you can. You know. If not, I'm ready to get off in the few. You know. We talk sports over here. We talk everything over here. You know, we Escacho. We talk mixed sports, mixed boxing, all that. You know what I mean? We talk everything over here. We know stuff over here. You know? You see how we talk about things over here, how we switch it up, right? See that's how we do it over here. I can actually say this that I got a very knowledgeable people. We can talk about sports, we can talk about politics, we can talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? You know? Ugh. Writing a story right now, brother. But I want to stop by, say hello, and voice my opinion. Okay. I hear you, brother. I hear you. You know you're always welcome here. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get off here because I feel like I've been here a lot. You know, great talk about brother Eagle fan. We talk about Jets, Yankees, and stuff. Sometimes you gotta have those talks. Sometimes, y'all. You know, y'all talk about sports. You know, sports is part of life. You know what I mean? Go back in. So, you know, the Jets and the Pittsburgh will play tomorrow. I think the Jets host Pittsburgh tomorrow. Let's see what happens. So most likely I'll probably be on. Brother, never know. Might be back on today. You know, brother, 70s. I don't know. See what's up, you know. So let's see what's up, you know. All right. So, um, on behalf of my channel, the Underrated Dark is yours truly, the number one grinder. Thanks for everybody come through in the chat. Brother Eagle fan, thanks for coming through. Thanks for y'all to make it happen and everything. This is the last of the grinders, 19th Saturday Family Tour Open Panel. Hashtag the true 2025, I mean, number one grind. Like I said, one of the best I'm the best kept secret on social media. Believe it. Crawford beat Canelo last week. Okay. I really don't care about that fight. I really don't. I'm not big fans of both of them. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm saying Crawford beat Canelo. Canelo beat Crawford. Who cares? I really don't. You know, you know. I mean, like, you know, I mean, like, you know, everybody, it seems like people don't want to fight Boots in this. I don't know. You know, that's what I feel like this. Nobody want to fight Boots. You know, people want to make excuses. Boots ain't for nobody. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Boots in this. I said I would tell Boots in this. Listen, if they don't want you, to unify the titles. You know, love you too as always, bro. Love you too as always. I'm gonna reach out to you, give you my numbers. Hope you can give me a call. You know, so man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They want to talk about the same thing, just as Brother McClain was talking about. Brother Clarence, shout out to Brother Clarence McClain. Like goofy, I talk about that goofy stuff, man. Yeah, boost who? And I was always gonna say, boost who? I mean, I don't want to fire. I do want to see Boost in this fight Norman. Hey, set that up. Let's get it on. Unify the titles. Then after that, Boost and go to 154. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. You know, I believe like he won 154. He's still young. You know, he can punch. You know, he can box. You get some experience in 150. I'm not gonna say 154 is not no cakewalk. I'm not saying it ain't, because it's not. But I want to see who it is doing. That's my feeling. That's what I want to see. You know. Also Norman too. It's crowd already. Hey, you know. I want to see 154 and 160. See what someone's going to do. 175. I gotta take a look at it. 175 on cruiserweight. See what they're gonna do. Heavyweight. But get back to what I'm saying. Boost in this. You know, Boost who? You and Norman set up the fight. Then we'll only see some trilogies. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. That's what I want to see. Everything else, I don't care. That's it. I'll be after my channel, Underrated Dark. This yours truly, again. #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Best in the business. Again, this is the last of the grinder, 19th. Saturday family to open panel. Hashtag the truth. #1 grinder. Might see me later on, might not. But again, thank y'all. Have a good one. You know, peace to everybody. Be safe out there. This one is Giddos out. Ghost.